How can you sit on a beach, sipping a cocktail, and wonder while money is rolling into your bank account? Well, it turns out this is actually possible with something called passive income. But where millions of people are chasing the same dream, things aren't going to be easy. Essentially, I'm broke. I don't have any money left. I filed bankruptcy. That's why I've done some digging and compiled a list of 5 units unique passive income ideas. Let's talk about them. Hi guys. It's no surprise people love the idea of not working for money, but if that was the reality, then we'd all be passive income millionaires. Although passive income doesn't exist, leveraged income does. This is by far the most effective way to earn money long-term and has enabled me to become a millionaire. However, it also involves various risks, upfront investments of time and money, and plenty of good old-fashioned work. Only highly motivated people will succeed at creating leveraged income, as you first need to take a large upfront risk in terms of time and/or money. This is so that in the future you're able to earn more than others could only dream of. I thought the music sounded perfect for focused work, so I clicked on it and downloaded the playlist on Spotify. I then thought nothing more of it and went on with my day as normal. Fast forward to the next day and I was getting bombarded with different Spotify playlist ads. This is probably because I interacted with the first ad and now the floodgates were open. However, I then realized the ads weren't being run by Spotify themselves. It was all individual people. So that got me thinking, if people are prepared to spend money running ads, then they must be making a profit from owning these playlists. So I did a bit of digging and it turns out I was correct. This is a great way to make leveraged income, especially if you don't have a lot of money to begin with. You just need to spend time putting together a solid playlist in a specific genre, gain followers, and figure out a way to make money from it. There seems to be two main ways of doing this. I prefer the second, but you may think differently. The first way is to charge up-and-coming artists a fee for getting featured on your playlist. When new artists are trying to break into the scene, they're interested in one main thing: Spotify streams. This is why an engaged playlist is so powerful, as once you've built it, you can supply that artist with a predictable amount of monthly streams and charge accordingly. You can even have a different pricing structure depending on how close to the top you place their song. This is certainly achievable and I could see you making thousands a month doing it. However, here are the issues. It's against Spotify's terms of service and not very passive, as you have to be in contact with the artist to sell song placements. The second way is to start a Patreon. An artist can sign up to a monthly membership in return for the chance to submit their music to your playlist. This is a lot more passive, as the money would be coming in automatically on a monthly basis, and all you have to do is review music and update the playlist. You could easily charge $5 a month, and if you get 1,000 artists signed up, you could be making $5,000 per month. This way also feels less dishonest, as you can actually pick songs you enjoy rather than taking money to put bad music on your playlist. So he had thousands printed, but unfortunately none of them sold. This was until he took a trip to Germany and displayed his t-shirts at an event. One of the designs started selling like crazy. Unfortunately, he only had a limited supply available and was unable to meet the demand, as he had already invested all his money into the stock that wasn't selling. If only he'd known about Merch by Amazon, as he would have saved money upfront and tested the market a lot faster. Merch by Amazon is an on-demand t-shirt printing service. It allows sellers to create and list t-shirt designs on Amazon for free. There are no upfront costs and you get paid royalties. When a customer buys your shirt, all you need to do is upload your designs, choose the colors, and set a price. Then Amazon will take care of the rest. It cost me a cup of coffee a bargain. It was such a good price that the machine was actually losing my boss money, so he had a bit of a predicament on his hands. The income wasn't high enough to cover maintenance costs. The machine took time to refill and he couldn't raise the prices, as the machine was so old and no one would have paid the extra. He was considering not having a vending machine, but he knew it was important for us to have hot drinks nearby. That's when a young guy, he couldn't have been much older than me, walked into the warehouse and offered my boss a deal he just couldn't turn down. Once you've identified a few different spots and agreed a deal with the owner, you can then secure a machine that fits the customer's needs. There are lots of used vendor machines going for low prices online, which would be ideal if you're just starting out. You could even get a loan and spread the payments using the profits. When picking things to put into the machines, it's a good idea to think about the demand in the specific location and slightly test out different ideas until you have the perfect mix. After this, it's just a case of hiring staff and expanding your empire so you're able to be as hands-off as possible. Idea number 4 is SaaS. This is 5 on the risk scale and 5 on effort level. SaaS stands for Software as a Service. The beauty of this idea is that they often use a subscription-based pricing model. So instead of a customer paying once for your software, they pay on an ongoing basis. This can be monthly or annually. This is great, as it gives you a predictable leveraged income each and every month and the opportunity for explosive, non-linear growth. My best friend decided to go down the SaaS route at the exact time I started selling physical products. He specialized in software that handled data for large membership organizations. These clients would have 100,000 plus members, so keeping track of all that data was an issue for them. At first, he decided to sell his software as a one-time purchase. However, he always had to search for new customers. When he made the switch to a subscription-based model, he increased his average customer lifetime value and secured reliable leveraged income. He later went on to sell this business for multiple millions. In order to achieve success like this, you first need to pick the people your software is going to serve. There are 2 main categories: businesses or consumers. Serving other businesses is often seen as the least risky, as you can make more money per client than if you're selling to everyday people. Once you've got that nailed down, you need to develop a solution for a problem. In my friend's case, it was membership organizations getting overwhelmed by their own data. Everything up until this point has been built upon assumptions, so this is when you need to put those to the test and build a minimum viable product, also known as an MVP. With this, you'll be able to conduct market research and explore different pricing models. All the while, you're establishing your brand. Now comes a hard question: how do you actually finance this thing? Well, if your solution is good enough, then funding really won't be an issue. Angel investors love SaaS startups, so you could pitch for an investment, or you could use your own resources to fund the company.